She doesn't care about anyone else. Then Kokoroji looks at Yuichi and asks if he trusts her, and Yuichi says yes. Tenji feels happy inside and thinks that finally a crack has formed between them, and soon Sawaraji will start hating Yui. Then Tenji thinks that he should not have shared that thing. It only made Sawaraji angry, and now he does not even need to talk much to Yuichi and Kokoroji. Then Tenji firmly says that just like Yuichi trusts Kokoroji, I trust you. Hearing this, Sawaraji touches his hand and says, thank you. And Tenji thinks inside that Sawaraji has finally fallen into his trap. In the control room, Maria asks Tsukino what is going on. And Tsukino says that girls are sensitive creatures. No matter how much they love someone, they can break that love in an instant, especially when another man understands them better than the first one. Then we see that it is Kokoroji's turn to go inside. Then Yuichi's, then Sawaraji's, and last is Shib's. Manabu announces that this time 2 slips have come out in the entire game. One is Tenji's, which we already know. But whose is the second slip? The first slip says that Sawaraji wears boys' boxers. Hearing this, Sawaraji looks at Kokoroji. Tenji tells Sawaraji that maybe Kokoroji is taking revenge on her. Then the second slip says that Tenji lies about his age, to which Tenji does not react much. But Yuichi asks if it is true, and Tenji admits that yes, it is true. I am 1 year older than all of you. I took a 1-year dropout, and I think Sawaraji already knew this. Hearing this, Sawaraji says that yes, I trust you. Then Tenji takes Sawaraji aside and tells her that have you noticed everyone is distancing themselves from you. But don't worry, I won't leave you. I will stand with you. Then it is time to take steps. And as soon as Sawaraji takes steps, she is given a chance to select any one member. And then the Tomodachi Games staff will investigate that person and expose their secrets. And if you choose the right person, you might even catch the traitor. Hearing this, Tenji panics badly and thinks, what if I am the one who gets exposed? Then Manabu advises Sawaraji that you should choose the person you trust the most. Hearing this, Tenji's fear increases even more as all his tricks start turning against him. And we see that Sawaraji is about to select Tenji. But then Shibe steps in and says, select me. Everything inside me is pure for you. And at the same time, Shibe is confident that he has never done anything wrong in his life. So he has nothing to fear. And so Sawaraji chooses Shibe. Manabu asks him to think carefully if he is hiding anything, and Shibe says no, there is nothing to hide. Then in the next scene, many screens appear and Shibe's expressions change. We see that nothing is revealed about Shibe himself, but many dark truths about Shibe's father are exposed. Manabu says that according to their investigation, Shibe's father is a big fraud who does inappropriate things with his female colleagues and uses money to hide all of it. In the control room, Maria says that this is about Shibe's father. Nothing is said about Shibe himself, and Tsukino replies that think about it. If your child is friends with a child whose father is a criminal, obviously you would keep your child away, and most people do the same. In the next game scene, Shibe feels extreme stress. Sawaraji apologizes to him and says that whatever happened was done by your father. You have no role in it. Hearing this, Shibe reaches his hand towards Savari, but Tenji steps in and asks whether only your father is like that or maybe you also did something bad in the past and your father covered it up with money. Sawaraji tells Tenji to stop saying such things, but Tenji continues to accuse Shibe and says he still does not understand how they ended up with a debt of 20 million yen. Now everyone leaves Shibe alone. On one side are Yuichi and Kokoroji, and on the other side are Tenji and Sawaraji. With Shibe left alone in the middle, Tenji thinks inside that Shibe saved my life, but I feel bad for you. Sorry. Then in the next round, only one slip comes out. Manabu looks at Shibe and says, hey, if what is written here is true, then this is very bad. The slip says that she killed a man. Hearing this, even Tenji's mind goes blank, wondering if this is true and who wrote it. But when Tenji looks at Yuichi, he sees a strange expression on his face and realizes that Yuichi is the one who wrote it. Shibe tells Manabu that he has done nothing like that. Tenji thinks behind him that Shibe cannot do something like this. He is not capable of it, and he looks at Yuichi again. Shibe asks Manabu that whoever wrote this about me will get a penalty, right? Because if someone writes a lie about another person, there is a penalty rule. And Manabu explains that if what you wrote is proven false, then you get a penalty, and the penalty is that you must stand ahead of the person who is currently leading. Manabu says if you are saying this is a lie, then prove it. And she says how can I prove something I never did? Manabu thinks for a while and says fine, we will conduct a god vote to see whether people should trust you or not. Shibe also requests the god vote, saying he is innocent. But the result turns completely against him as 99% say they cannot trust Shibe, and she gets 5 steps, and now he is leading at the front. In the control room, Tsukino says that the gods will not trust Shibe no matter what he says. In the next scene, Yuichi comes to Shibe and says that no matter what happens, I trust you. I know you cannot do something like this. Hearing this, Shibe becomes emotional. Yuichi says that this round has confirmed who the traitor among us is. And I have a clear idea. Hearing this, Tenji gets nervous and starts thinking whether Yuichi has figured him out. Yuichi says that all the slips so far have been written by the same person, so we should not fight among ourselves. And Tenji thinks inside that Yuichi is really something else. By doing this, he wanted to make everyone stand together. After which she asks Yuichi to quickly tell them who the traitor is, and Yuichi says that he cannot reveal that yet. Tenji thinks Yuichi is bluffing. Yuichi tells everyone that he has already made a strategy to win this game. Tenji wonders how that is even possible. Yuichi says that this game is unfair because in the first round they trusted each other and took the same steps. But as soon as they moved forward, their debt increased by 3 million yen. And if you look at it carefully, even if we win this game, we only get 2 million yen. So if our debt increases by 3 million yen at the start, then this game is clearly unfair. Yuichi points toward the sky and says, look up. Someone is definitely watching us play this game. So the management has to make this game more interesting. Then Yuichi tells his friends if they remember what happened in the 6th round when they got a chance to reduce their debt. And in that round, Kokoroji's debt was reduced by 200,000 yen. Yuichi says that the bad-mouthing Sugoroku is designed to be interesting for the viewers. At every step, your debt will either increase or decrease. So after completing the game, the extra debt we gained will cancel out, meaning in the end, everything will become neutral. In other words, this game is only for entertainment, and our original debt will remain the same. Maria says, wow, that actually makes sense. Yuichi says that if they keep playing like this, then Shibe will reach the goal first and all the penalties will fall on him. So to save Shibe, Yuichi comes up with another idea. He tells everyone that from now on all of them will badmouth themselves, and if any one of them does not do that, then they will know who the traitor is. Though there is no guarantee that all of them will reach the end together at the same time, but they can try. Yuichi's idea is that Shibe's slip will stay blank while the other 4 slips will be about themselves, allowing them to quickly catch up to Shibe. But Tenji refuses to follow this strategy. Yuichi asks Tenji what happened and why he does not like this plan. And Tenji asks whether Yuichi really knows who the traitor is. Yuichi panics and says, yes, I know. But by looking at Yuichi's face and his hesitation, Tenji realizes that he has no idea and is just bluffing. Tenji says, then just tell us the traitor's name, and we will all write about that person and push him to the goal. Yuichi says that for that they would have to go to the 3rd round, and doing that in this game would not be right. Tenji says, stop fooling us. We are very close to finishing this game, and trusting anyone right now is completely wrong. So, let's do this. If your plan does not work in the next round, then you will have to reveal the traitor's name, and whoever you accuse, you must have proof. And if you do not have proof, then I will never trust your words again. Hearing this, Yuichi agrees. Then the next round begins where everyone goes one by one to put their slips. But when Manabu counts them, he finds that there are a total of 10 slips, even though there should only be 4 cards. Hearing this, Yuichi is shocked and says to himself that he forgot one person can put more than 1 slip. Manabu mocks Yuichi and calls him an idiot. Tenji also tells Yuichi that his plan was completely useless, and now he should tell them who the traitor is. Yuichi feels defeated and admits that he actually does not know who the traitor is. Hearing this, Tenji takes Sawaraji away from there and says that trusting Yuichi is pointless now. Sawaraji refuses Tenji and stays beside Yuichi. Tenji says that because of such behavior, she keeps getting hurt again and again and that now they cannot remain friends like before. Hearing this, Sawaraji finally goes with Tenji, and Tenji feels extremely happy inside, thinking that his plan is finally succeeding. Then while playing the game, 18 rounds pass. And during these rounds, no one talks to each other, and it feels like they no longer trust one another. Then comes the 19th round where we see that Sawaraji is now just 1 step away from the goal. Tenji looks at her and pretends dramatically, saying that if she had stopped being stubborn, he could have saved her. Maria says that their team turned out to be just like the others, meaning this game is not only being played by them, but by many people. But then Tsukino notices something that shocks her and says the game is not over yet. Then we see Yuichi's face looking very strange as he tells everyone that he now has a plan that will 100% catch the traitor. Hearing this, Tenji refuses again. Yuichi says, "What's the problem? Even if the traitor is caught, we still won't be able to save Sawaraji." Hearing this, she also becomes quiet and says that if they cannot save Sawaraji, then what is the point of catching the traitor? Yuichi says he has a plan where only the traitor will remain and everyone else will clear the next round. And this time, Yuichi's plan is extremely dangerous because it is related to the rules. So he asks everyone to listen carefully. He reminds them that if someone spreads a false rumor about another person and gets caught, then they receive a penalty. And Yuichi's plan is that in the next slip, everyone will write that I am the one who applied for the Tomodachi game. This is a very dangerous and checkmate-like plan because the real traitor will be telling the truth, so he will not get any penalty, but the other 4 will get penalties, allowing the 4 of them to move on to the next game while the traitor is left behind. Tenji asks Yuichi how he will know whether the traitor is telling the truth or lying. Yuichi replies that he does not know, but the people running the Tomodachi game know exactly who applied for the game, so they already know who the traitor is. Yuichi asks Manabu if he is right, and Manabu confirms that he is correct. Yuichi then says that now it is obvious that if anyone here does not approve this plan, then that person is the traitor. At this point, Tenji is completely cornered with no way to escape. So Tenji goes into the booth to put his slip while cursing himself and thinking about what he can do. Then he decides that he will apologize to everyone and write a fake emotional story so that everyone will trust him and feel sympathy for him. When Tenji comes out after putting his slip, Shibe is waiting for him with a bright smile, excited for his turn. Then we see that everyone has already put their slips. Yuichi asks if everyone did exactly as he told them, and they all say yes. While Tenji is now ready to act, thinking to himself that this is the best acting of his life, fake tears start forming in his eyes. Then Manabu announces that 4 cards are blank and only 1 card has writing on it, and it says, "I am the one who started the Tomodachi game," and that card belongs to Tenji. Hearing this, everyone starts staring at him. Yuichi says that he told them his plan would work this time and expose the traitor. Then Tenji starts doing exactly what he planned, crying and begging, saying, "Please listen to me." Yuichi places his hand on Tenji's head and tells him not to worry, asking why he is crying. Tenji thinks inside that Yuichi is an idiot and that his plan is working perfectly. But the moment Tenji lifts his head and looks at Yuichi, Yuichi suddenly grabs his hair and his face turns terrifying. Seeing this, Tenji genuinely starts crying. Yuichi asks him why he did all this. And seeing Yuichi like this, Tenji wonders if this is really the Yuichi he knows. Yuichi shouts and asks him if he was the one who started the Tomodachi game. And Tenji finally accepts his crime. Maria is shocked watching this scene, and Tsukino says that if she watches the game again, she will understand everything. Because Yuichi had set 3 traps in this game from the very beginning, and if she notices them, she will realize what Yuichi truly is, that he is not an ordinary person. Then Yuichi begins to explain his entire plan and how he identified the traitor, saying that he had already planned everything before the second game even started. And when in the 3rd round a slip appears saying that you and Sawaraji used to date each other, at that moment both Sawaraji and I silently decided that we would find the traitor. And without talking to each other, we started executing the plan. I kept sending my instructions to Sawaraji through cards. Tsukino says this was Yuichi's first trap and asks Maria to replay the video where Yuichi is holding 2 cards in his hand along with a pen, yet his own card is blank. And when Yuichi comes out, he places his hand on Sawaraji's shoulder and says that he left a blank card. And at that moment, he quietly passes his instruction slip to Sawaraji. Then Tenji asks how Yuichi trusted Sawaraji so easily. And Yuichi replies that he did not trust her directly. He tested her. He told her to write a secret about him that only she could know. And earlier we already saw Sawaraji asking Yuichi for a secret that no one else knew. And that secret was that Yuichi had not bathed for a week. Meaning that slip was written by Sawaraji, which proves that the other bad-mouthing slip was written by the traitor. And the second card was the one Tenji himself wrote about his age. Then Yuichi explains that after the 5th round, he gave Kokoroji a slip. And when Kokoroji's very personal secret was exposed in that round, Yuichi calmly gave her a note saying that Sawaraji is on our side, so do not doubt her. Instead, pretend to fight with her so we can trap the traitor. Then Yuichi tells Kokoroji that in the next round she should write a secret about Sawaraji that only she knows. And Kokoroji wrote a secret that only Sawaraji knew, proving again that the traitor wrote the other slip. And in this way, Kokoroji passed Yuichi's test. Yuichi says that after that, only you and she were left, and he kept feeding every piece of information to Sawaraji. Tenji says, but I was always with her. She was always by my side. I never gave anyone a chance to talk to her. Yuichi replies that 3 minutes are more than enough for him. And then he reveals something he never told them before. That when someone enters the slip booth, they come out only after 3 minutes. And they remember the scene when Tenji came out of the booth and Yuichi slapped Sawaraji. And in reality, while slapping her, Yuichi passed his slip to her. Tsukino says this was Yuichi's second trap. Yuichi was controlling the order of who entered the booth and when. Everything was already planned in his mind. Then Yuichi explains that when a special chance appeared and the Tomodachi game management already knew who applied for the game, it was impossible for the traitor to avoid exposing himself. While Shibe also voluntarily got ruled out, because if Shibe were the traitor, then his secrets would have been revealed, leaving only Tenji as the final suspect. Tenji asks if that means the fight between Kokoroji and Sawaraji was completely fake and whether the idea of everyone badmouthing themselves was also part of the plan. Yuichi replies yes. He already knew that plan had a loophole. And even after he said the debt would not increase, Tenji did not stop and kept doing what he had always been doing, which made Yuichi realize that Tenji's goal was not money, but something else. Tenji asks why Yuichi did not expose him at that moment. And Yuichi replies that the game was only half finished, and he did not want Tenji to self-destruct before the end. Then Tenji argues that the blank card rule makes no sense because anyone could write multiple cards, including both normal and traitor cards. Tsukino says that was the third and final trap. Yuichi confirms that even after testing everyone, he did not fully trust them. So he asked for proof of friendship and asks Tenji if he has noticed anything yet. Tenji notices that everyone's name tags with their debts are missing. And Yuichi explains that he told them he would only trust them if they handed over their name tags. And because they were not traitors, they gave them easily. Then Yuichi explains that after such a big secret was exposed, Kokoroji would never have trusted Sawaraji so easily unless she was shown Sawaraji's tag, which Yuichi had written about in the card. And that is why Kokoroji also gave her tag to Yuichi, followed by Shibe. Tsukino adds that in the fourth round, Yuichi gave his tag to Sawaraji when Tenji and Shibe were fighting. And after she cut it, he took it back and wrote a note telling her to give her tag to him. He did all this to stop everyone from writing multiple cards. Yuichi used the tags as hostages, saying he would trust them only if they gave them, otherwise not. And because refusing would have raised suspicion, everyone handed over their tags. Tsukino says that only someone with an abnormal mind could catch such a weakness, someone who understands human weaknesses, power, and money. Tenji finally asks why Yuichi chose him in the end and whether he had always suspected him. Yuichi replies that it was not like that. He simply knew Tenji very well, and his doubts started when Tenji stopped behaving like himself. The Masa Tenji he knew was intelligent, calm, and always the one who calmed fights. But at the very start of the game, Tenji picked a fight with Shibe and blamed him for badmouthing. And Yuichi asks whether it even makes sense for Shibe to do badmouthing in a game about secrets when no one ever tells Shibe their secrets because he is bad at keeping them. So Shibe had no information to use. And when Yuichi told his secret to Sawaraji, he specifically told her not to tell Shibe. And Kokoroji also did not want to tell Shibe her secret. Yet in the fourth round, badmouthing appeared about Shibe saying he slept with his mother in junior high, which he wrote himself to protect Sawaraji. And when Kokoroji's secret came out, Shibe tried to calm her in his own awkward way. And because he is an idiot, his words sounded strange. And Yuichi knew Shibe could not keep his mouth shut, so he told him last. Tenji realizes that he tried to blame someone who was too stupid to pull off such a thing, and that mistake put him under suspicion. Manabu says the game is not over yet. The traitor has been found, but Sawaraji. Then we see Yuichi whisper something into Manabu's ear. Tsukino is shocked and checks it in her database and confirms it. Manabu announces that the game is over and Yuichi alone has reached the goal, meaning everyone has won the game, shocking everyone. Manabu explains that Yuichi made a false badmouth in the 7th round and just confirmed that he lied. So, as a penalty, he moved 1 block ahead of Sawaraji and reached the goal. Sawaraji says this is not right. Yuichi replies that this was the best option. And while he plays the third game, they will have plenty of time to interrogate Tenji and decide what to do without him, because he has no right to judge Tenji. She asks what that means. Yuichi reminds them of what he whispered into Kokoroji's ear when she was crying, saying that what she did was nothing compared to his past. Yuichi admits that he has done horrible things and kept them secret because he believed they would stop being his friends if they knew. And compared to Tenji, he betrayed them far worse. Sawaraji asks what happened in his past, and Yuichi reveals that in the 7th round, he wrote that Shibe killed someone, but in reality, he himself is a killer. Tsukino confirms that they searched, and Yuichi killed 3 people and is a monster. Manabu says completing the third game alone is impossible. And Yuichi may feel like a hero now, but he will regret it. Yuichi replies that they will see who regrets it, and explains that his friends were the only thing keeping his life clean. But in the next game, he will have no friends and can finally show his true self and destroy both them and the management alone. Manabu asks if Yuichi is threatening him and announces to everyone that Yuichi killed 3 people. Shibe calls him a serial killer who lived among them pretending everything was normal. Tenji says sometimes situations force people to do things they do not want to do. Shibe replies that if Tenji understands that, then there must be a reason behind Yuichi's actions. And Tenji mocks him, saying an idiot like him would not understand, thanking his father for hiding crimes, which sparks an argument between Shibe and Tenji. Kokoroji starts crying as everyone judges Yuichi. Yuichi says if he has to listen to this noise even now, then he is better off without friends. They are dragging him down, and he does not want more debt. So leaving them behind is the right choice. Yuichi deliberately says things that make everyone hate him, so they stay away and he can focus fully on the third game. Yuichi says someone once told him that friends are more important than money, but he still does not understand that. He believed it because he loved them, but now he is done. Friendships are painful, so being alone is better. Manabu says he is going alone to the third game and at least they can cheer for him, but adds that no one wants to be friends with a murderer. Yuichi says that is fine. They can forget him, and he will forget them too. He thinks this was the only way to save them. He apologizes to his mother and starts walking toward the goal. When suddenly Tenji stops him and says he cannot let him go alone. Tenji admits that he lied too and tells Manabu that when asked about romantic feelings, he lied. He did not have feelings for Sawaraji. He wanted to destroy the friendship to reach one person and make that person his, and that person is Yuichi. He admits he has always liked Yuichi and kisses him to prove it, and both of them fall into the third game together. Then Tsukino tells Maria that Masa Tenji has entered the Tomodachi game for the 2nd time, meaning he definitely had a plan. So for Tenji, this was not his first Tomodachi game. So here is the video ends, and if you liked the video then give a like to the video and hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.